Your dog licks your face when you come home. They follow you to the bathroom. They go absolutely crazy when they hear your car pull in the driveway. And you think that's love? Of course it is. Look at how much they love me. What if I told you it's not? What if the behaviors you've been calling love your entire life as a dog owner are actually signs of something completely different? In this video, I'm going to show you 10 signs that your dog might not love you the way you think they do. I'm not going to give you a list of things your dog doesn't do. Anyone can Google that. I'm going to show you the things your dog does do, things that make you smile, and I'm going to show you what they actually mean. Stay for all 10, especially number 8. That one changes everything. Sign number 1. They go absolutely crazy when you come home. You open the door and your dog loses their mind, jumping, spinning, whining, tail going like a helicopter, and you think nobody has ever loved anyone this much. But there's a difference between happy to see you and unable to cope without you. A dog with a healthy, secure bond is glad you're home. Tail wag, little wiggle, they say hello and go back to what they were doing. A dog that completely falls apart when you walk through the door, that frenzy isn't joy, it's relief. Their nervous system has been in a stress state the entire time you were gone. Behavioral scientists call this reunion anxiety, and the intensity of the greeting isn't measuring how much they love you, it's measuring how much they suffered while you were gone. Love doesn't panic, love is steady. And the next sign is the one that's going to bother you. Sign number 2, they follow you everywhere. Into the kitchen, into the bathroom, into every single room. And every dog owner says the same thing. It's because they love me so much, they can't stand to be away from me. That might be true, but it might also be the opposite. There's a name for this: velcro dog behavior. And while it sounds cute, a dog that cannot let you leave their sight even for 30 seconds is not expressing devotion. They're expressing dependency. A dog that loves you in a healthy way can watch you leave a room and think they'll be back. A dog with insecure attachment watches you leave and thinks they might not come back. So they follow. Not because they want to, because they have to. The question isn't whether your dog follows you, it's what happens when they can't. Do they settle down, or do they scratch the door and pace? One is love, the other is anxiety wearing a mask. And the next sign is something you see every single day. Sign number 3, they lick your face obsessively. Obviously, those are kisses, right? Not exactly. Some licking is normal and genuinely affectionate. Puppies lick as a greeting, and adult dogs do too. But obsessive can't stop licking is different. That's a self-soothing behavior. The repetitive motion releases endorphins in the dog's brain. It's the canine equivalent of nervously biting your nails. When your dog licks you nonstop, they might not be saying, "I love you." They might be saying, "I'm stressed, and this is the only way I know how to cope." The way to tell is context. A few licks with a relaxed body, that's affection. Licking that doesn't stop with a tense body or whale eyes. That's anxiety. And if that surprised you, the next one involves the moment your dog stares deep into your eyes. Sign number 4, they stare at you without blinking. Soft eye contact with slow blinks and a relaxed face actually does trigger oxytocin in both of you. That's real connection. But a hard, unbroken stare with a rigid body? In canine body language, that's a challenge or a stress signal. Soft eyes say, "I trust you." Hard eyes say, "I'm watching you." And most owners can't tell the difference because they've been told all eye contact is love. It's not. Now the next sign involves something your dog brings you. Sign number 5. They bring you toys constantly. Your dog drops a toy in your lap and you think they want to play. They're sharing. Maybe, but maybe not. Some dogs bring toys as a genuine invitation to play. Relaxed body, play bow, tail wagging loosely. But some dogs bring toys and tense up the moment you reach for it. They watch your hand like a hawk or growl softly. That's not sharing. That's resource testing. They're checking whether you'll take their things. The easiest way to tell: take the toy gently. If they stay relaxed, it was play. if they stiffen or freeze. That was a test. The next sign happens in the place where you feel safest. Sign number 6. They sleep on top of you, not next to you, on you. A dog sleeping near you is one of the deepest signs of trust. But there's a difference between near and on. A dog that chooses to sleep pressed against you, that's comfort and security. But a dog that has to sleep physically on top of you every single night and gets distressed if you move them, that might be insecure attachment. They need to feel you under them because they're afraid of losing contact. If you shift and they calmly readjust, secure dog. If you shift and they immediately climb back or become anxious, that's a dog using your body as an anchor. The next sign is about the one thing every owner takes pride in. Sign number 7. They obey every command instantly. Sit, down, stay, come. Your dog does it all without hesitation, and you're proud. You should be. But when they obey, what does their body look like? A dog that obeys with a relaxed body and soft eyes. That's trust. That's partnership. A dog that obeys with a tucked tail, flattened ears, lowered body. That's not obedience born from love. That's compliance born from fear. They're not doing it because they want to please you. They're doing it because they're afraid of what happens if they don't. From the outside, both dogs look the same. They both sit when you say sit. But inside, one feels safe, and the other feels trapped. Watch the body. The body never lies. Now, I promised 2 signs that would flip everything. Here's the first one. Sign number 8. They barely react when you come home. You walk through the door, your dog looks up from the couch, maybe a slow tail wag, and goes back to sleep. And you think they don't even care. Please hear this. That dog might love you more than any dog that's ever lost their mind at a front door. Remember sign number 1? A dog that goes crazy might be experiencing relief from anxiety. But a dog that stays calm was never stressed in the first place. They didn't spend the day worrying whether you'd come back. They knew you would. That calm, almost boring greeting isn't indifference. It's the deepest trust a dog can show. They don't need to fall apart when you return because they never doubted you'd be there. And the next sign is the same kind of twist. Sign number 9. They don't look at you when they eat. You put the bowl down, they eat without ever looking up, and you feel a little hurt, like, shouldn't they acknowledge me? No, this is one of the best signs possible. Eating is one of the most vulnerable moments in a dog's life. A dog that eats while constantly looking up at you is being vigilant, checking if you're a threat. But a dog that puts their head down and eats without ever looking up has decided that nothing in this environment, including you, is a danger. They feel so safe they can be vulnerable without checking. You're not being ignored. You've been cleared. Now the last sign, this one ties everything together. Sign number 10. They choose someone else for cuddles. Your dog walks past you, jumps on the couch, curls up next to your partner. Not you. You feed them, walk them, do everything, and they choose someone else. But dogs don't have one love. They have different types. Research shows dogs develop what's called a secure base relationship. And the secure base is not the cuddle person. It's the person they look for when they're scared. The person whose presence makes everything else feel safe. You might be the secure base, the one they trust most, and the person on the couch is the comfort figure, the fun one. Being the secure base is the deeper bond. That's the one that means I trust you with my life. So before you feel hurt, ask yourself, when the thunder rolls and the fireworks go off, who do they run to? If the answer is you, they already told you everything you need to know. Love doesn't always look the way we expect it to. Sometimes the most devoted dogs are the most anxious, and sometimes the most distant dogs are the most secure. If you recognized your dog in some of these signs, that doesn't make you a bad owner. It makes you an aware one. If this changed how you see your dog, hit subscribe. Every week, I decode what your dog is really trying to tell you. I'll see you in the next one. And remember, be the human your dog thinks you are.